Today, Davido is getting married to Chioma. Their marriage is a very beautiful one, very glorious, luxurious, talk of the town. Getting married to a very famous guy, beautiful, and we are all celebrating her, right? It's cool, it's nice. I'm not going to talk about Davido and Chioma in this video. I'm going to talk about Davido and Sofia Momodu, why using it as a reference to other women who have had a broken relationship, whether it's marriage, boyfriend, partnership, whatever. Sofia Momodu came in, had a relationship with Davido, got pregnant for David, and had a child for David Imade. Along the line, they broke up, and David moved on. Sofia, on the other hand, we don't know if she actually moved on or not, because she has been there always fighting David. Today, Chioma is getting married to David. People are saying, Chioma won, Chioma won, Chioma won. I don't know, just before today, Davido gave Sofia a petition, meaning they will soon be in court or they are in court. Only God knows what Sofia will be going through now, like presently. Just like what I thought when Peter of P Square was getting married to his new small Gen Z girl. When a relationship breaks down, when a relationship goes down, it is easier for the man to move on. Statistics has it that the men move on faster, and most times, at the end of the day, the women get lonelier, because most of them don't get into relationships again, they don't get married again, they just remain like that, caring for their kids, and at the end of the day, these kids will grow up, move on to their own. The woman may not remain by herself, the woman may not remain by herself lonely, or not decide to go and stay with one of these children. And we tag it as being, she's lucky. She's with one of her children in America. She's with one of her children in the UK. She's with one of her children in whichever country, Canada, wherever. So she's lucky. Who told you that a woman wants to grow old and remain with her children? This child or children of hers have their own spouse, maybe their wife or their husband. Or you think a 60 years old woman does no longer feel the urge of sex? Okay, she doesn't want to do again. Even if she doesn't want to do, she needs companionship. We all need companionship until the day nature calls for like moving on to the other side. We all need companionship. Statistics has it that men get married faster. A man of 60 can get married to a girl of 18. But a woman of 45 will hardly get married to a man of 35. So the men easily move on. The woman wants to care for the children. The woman wants to make sure the children are doing well. The man is gone. He's moved on. He's getting married to somebody else and he's gone. Now to the woman. A lot of you, like now, Sofia, you know, that time that Tonto Dike had her own, we all saw how her mental state became. Women easily lose themselves when their relationship goes down. When my marriage broke down, while I was in the refuge, a woman that was 2 doors away from mine, because it was a big house with about 8 rooms or so, and we were all sharing. A woman that was 2 doors away from mine got her children taken off from her by the government. She was bipolar. So 1 minute she is happy, the next minute she is mad. Another woman, she was harming, self-harming. She was cutting herself. So I saw women going colomenta while I was in the refuge. Moving on, while I went to study a bit of psychology and then health and social care, I read cases of women who lost it lost their mind, lost their marriage, lost their mind, lost their children. I don't know what is wrong with this light, so let me try and move on to somewhere else where I think I'll have better light. I'm just in my neighborhood, so let me just try and turn. So I told myself consciously that I was not going to lose my life nor my children. I'm not going to lose my mind. I'm not going to lose my children. I'm not going to be part of the statistics. I'm not going to be part of the statistics when they are saying, these people, is common with the black minority. So I've told myself that it's not going to happen to me. I'm not going to lose my mind and I'm not going to lose myself. That was what I told myself. So for you, madam, talking to you now that's having issues in your relationship, put yourself in Sofia Momodu's shoe. Put yourself in Peter. Is it Peter? Peter of the P Square. Put yourself in the wife's shoe. If you were that woman and you're watching all these glitz and glam, not even for Peter, for Sofia, you're watching all these glitz and glam. You've been on this man's neck to I'm not looking at what Sofia has done and what she has not done. You know, you guys, you have been with this man for some time. You were with him. You guys were loving up, had a child, thinking that maybe one day it may end in marriage, and behold, today the man is getting married to somebody else. Or you, for your own case, you were married to this man, and suddenly this man said he's no longer in love with you. He has fallen out of love with you, and then the man doesn't want you anymore. He brought in a younger girl or even an older girl, and then he's not getting married to this other person. You will lose your mind. But let me explain to you guys. Let me tell you how I manage my mental health. How I manage my mental health when I had issues. Are you going to have issues are you going to be like having some mental wahala? Yes, you will. Trust me, you will. You can't take that off. You definitely will. You will have mental breakdown. Sometimes when the lawyer sent in emails, or I want to show you guys let me turn and show you guys where I am driving through. I don't know if you can see how this place look like. I like these stars a lot. I like it so much, and they are so expensive. See where I am. I like it. So let me turn my camera back to myself. Okay, let me show you guys to the end of the road first. So when the lawyer sent in papers, emails or documents to my house, most times I find it very difficult to open those papers because I am not mentally set to see those things. I don't want to open the email, sometimes 8 days, sometimes more than a week. So what she does is when she sends me stuff, if it's something that I need to respond to immediately, she would subject it urgent and then she will call me to open. Because I told her that I maintain my mental health, I control. Let me turn this camera again so that you see this. I'm trying to control my mental health. So she should bear with me. I'll do things at my own pace. When I'm happy to open, I open. I don't want it to affect me. So when I'm in that kind of situation, maybe when I'm preparing for court, or when I'm back from court, or when I got documents from those people, what I do is this. I turn to my YouTube. I made this post on Facebook and Instagram, but I decided that, okay, you know what? Let me put it up on YouTube. Let me have the story on YouTube. Let me put it up so that people that are on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram that don't, people that are on YouTube that don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, they will also like benefit from it. So when I'm in that kind of condition, what I do is this. I turn on to YouTube. I go on to get on to pastors that I like their teachings. People who preach uplifting messages. I'm just going to be going around my neighborhood. People who preach uplifting messages, I will go and start listening to their messages. For example, Pastor Joshua Selma, Pastor, let me on my AC, I'm hot, it's 25 degrees. Pastor Joshua Selma, Pastor Paul Eneche, Pastor Sam Adeyemi, those kind of pastors, I go listen to. Let me give you guys another flip again of my environment. Different twist, right? So I go to listen to these people, and then I get messages tailored towards my condition, my situation, and I get uplifting messages. And sometimes I try to learn new skills. So while I dedicate my mind and my attention to that, it takes me away from whatever is happening around me. And I want to implore you guys, when you are angry, when you are mad, when things are happening around you, sweetheart, don't start getting, I don't want to use the word stupid, don't start cursing out your ex. Don't start insulting the person. Don't start fighting. That's not the best time to go on social media, to go and start writing stuff about this person, whether you've had children with them or not. That's not my business. That's not the time for you to go on social media to go and start saying things that you may regret tomorrow. My people used to say something. They said, Danfo Achemiegbe. After you now fight finish, you now go meet again for life. Especially when you have children together, you will definitely meet again. If you don't meet, I don't know if this place have a true road. If you don't meet now, you'll meet in another 10, 20, 30 years time. Your children will get married. Your children will graduate. The other day I saw AY and the wife, what's her name? Mabel, at their children's graduation. I was happy for them. I'm happy because they did not allow their problem affect their child. They decide to co-parent properly. Not all men will want to co-parent like that, or not all women will want to co-parent like that. Some people want to continue fighting. When you keep fighting, you'll be bitter. When you're bitter, you'll be cursing out. When you're cursing out, you will not find happiness. When you don't find happiness, you hardly make friends. When you find it difficult to make friends, you find it difficult to have another boyfriend, or you find it difficult to have another husband. I don't want a boyfriend, I don't want a husband. Men are scum. Men are not scum. All men are not like your ex. And when you keep on being bitter like this, go and Google it. It's not what I'm saying. When you keep on being bitter like this, you have cardiovascular disease. Bitterness can lead to cancer. I wrote it the other day on my Facebook page. Bitterness can lead to cancer. Yes. Bitterness can turn you to a drug addict. Bitterness can turn you into a drunk. Bitterness can send friends away from you. Can make you become lonely. Because it will reflect in everything you do. In your comment section on social media, the way you converse with people, your mentality. Bitterness can twist it and change it. You think you're the only one saying the right thing. However, you are the one saying the wrong thing. And when you are not there, people will start speaking about you like, see that one. When you are talking, they will be looking at you and they will be using I to be talking to themselves. They know that you are broken. They know that you need help. They know that you are broken. And that will start sending people away from you. You start getting lonely. You start getting more bitter. You start getting more depressed. You now turn on to maybe alcohol or drugs. You know, it's a chain reaction. And that brings me to repeat this word. If you can forgive, forgive. Your forgiveness does not mean that you're going to go back to this person. No, your forgiveness is for you. When you forgive, you have a lighter heart. When you have a lighter heart, your heart will be happy. Your heart will be happy. Your body will be happy. Your body will reject sickness. You go out, move on, speak to people, go to gatherings, social gatherings. You move on with your life. Your life cannot remain at a point. You cannot be stagnant because your relationship did not work. You cannot be stagnant because you made a mistake. You cannot, I'm talking to both male and female, not here, not only excuse me, not only the women, you cannot be stagnant because life has decided to give you lemonade, lemon. If life give you lemon, prepare lemonade, add small sugar inside the thing. Yes, now, add small sugar inside the thing. Wherever you find yourself, pick up yourself and try to move on. Will it be hard? Yes. I am not promising you a ride in the park. It may be difficult, but it is now you who will tell yourself that this is what I want. I am not going to remain here. I am not going to stay here. Let me end this by telling you this. Forgive. Move on. Don't remain stagnant. Remove bitterness. Don't curse out your ex. Enjoy life. Life is for the living. Life is meant to be enjoyed. Enjoy life. Don't start behaving like a mad human being because you lost your marriage. Or you were zero, not be you first starter. It did not start from you and it will not end with you. In the Bible days, women marry and remarry. So not be you start them. You are not a failure. Don't stop yourself and move on. Thank you for watching my video. See you guys again. Bye-bye.